So last night I was getting some really nice drone footage for the vlog, and my idea was I was kind of done in good time yesterday, so I thought, okay, well, I'll get the editing done and that way I won't be up so late. Usually I stay up till like 1 or 2 in the morning editing these vlogs. Just got my drone up there and then my neighbors came over and said, your calf is broken through several fields now. It thinks it can go right through those fences and Anyways, we chased it back to our property here, and even after it came here, like right away, 3 times it tried going back in. So I think we're gonna have to get rid of that little calf. So what we're gonna try and do is take the horse trailer back up to the pasture and then try and coax it into the trailer with some hay. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to try and rope it, or just run it around our field with the quad until it's too tired to fight me anymore, so then it just kind of lets me rope it. I'm not sure, but this calf has got to go. Well, that completely did not work. Okay, get that. Make sure she can't go out the gate. It's been an hour and a half of running, and that calf is gonna go this way. We want to come this side of it. This side, go this way. That cow somehow just manages to completely avoid us. So that didn't work. The calf is like 2 fields over now. It thinks that it's like an arrow that just slips right through fences. I don't know, I need to just step back a bit because I'm so frustrated. Anyways, in about half an hour, I've got an interview for a podcast, a really cool podcast for knife makers at knifetalk.net. They've interviewed Walter Searles, Alex Steele, and now they asked if I would want to talk to them about knife making, so I thought, sounds cool. Looks like we've got some weather rolling in. That was the first time I've been interviewed for a podcast, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Craig. Alright, what should we use for scale material? Nope, not feeling that. What is this? I like micarta. I haven't used this yet. It's a nice piece of micarta, maybe. That's potential. Oh, moon glow. Gotta love moon glow. This might be a little more traditional. You know, that might just work. Alright guys, real quick sanding tip. A lot of you guys know I use this sanding block. I made this one. I've also got a video on how to make this sanding block, and I do sell these in my store as well. But there are times when this isn't the best option. I mean, obviously there's lots of times. There's so many different types of shapes of sanding blocks. One that I actually really like to go to, and if you've got a blade you're having a really hard time getting it perfectly flat, but you just want a nice finish on it, what I'll use is this one here, and all this is a piece of 3/8 G10, and I glued a piece of thick leather to it, and get it nice and tight on there, and then I just kind of wrap my sanding paper around it like this. And the nice thing with that is that this leather gives a little bit of forgiveness. I use this one mostly for real coarse grinding, real heavy grinding. I get into the real fine stuff once I've got it all nice and flat. These offer a little bit of forgiveness, and they're actually pretty handy, and you can just use an offcut of some G10 or micarta or even wood, any hard semi-rigid material. Fairly rigid, you want it fairly rigid, like this doesn't bend too much, but it's the leather there that just gives a little bit of cushion, and it really helps for that real fine sanding. So that's 2000 grit. And now we're gonna head over to the buffer and put a real good shine on it. Reflection in there. So I think I am going to go with this micarta. This is like a canvas micarta. It's kind of like a rust color. It's kind of interesting. I like it. It actually looks good. I've done one other knife with this before, and I think that'll be good for this one. Kind of a classic look for more of a classic shaped blade. Looking at this knife, I kind of wonder why I haven't been using thin stock like this lately. This is 01. I believe that's just like 1/8 of an inch. It's nice to work with, so I think I'm going to start getting back into making some slightly thinner blades. But I don't think I'll get to getting any holes drilled in my carter or anything like that tonight. It's a beautiful evening, and for like the last several days I've been working super late. So my wife just went to a painting class, and I just want to hang outside and enjoy this weather and play with the kids tonight. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.